For the past 100 days, I've been playing Black Clover Mobile without ever summoning once, and I'm going to be showing you how far my account has progressed over these 100 days, so you'll get to see what characters I have and how strong they are. And most importantly, you'll be able to see how many Black Crystals and summoning tickets I've collected over these 100 days, but make sure to stick around to the end to find out how many I have, so make sure to like and subscribe, and enjoy. Okay, so let's kick things off with all the characters I currently have. So in total, I have what I believe to be 8 SSR characters. We have Raya, Asta, Lotus, Rill, Jack the Ripper, Leopold, Yami, and Noelle. Now, obviously, with me not being able to summon, you must be wondering, how do I even get these characters? Well, obviously, characters like my Noelle, my Yami, and my Asta were all seasonal characters that we can get for free with, every seasonal key. So that's how I got those. Then characters like Jack the Ripper, I was able to get from, free tickets and whatnot. Rill, as well, like from free tickets and whatnot. Or no, I think Jack the Ripper was actually obtained from my reroll multi, actually, I think. And then characters like Rill, Leopold, and Raya were all obtained via either tickets from guild logins or just events and stuff, or just from free singles. And then Lotus is also another character that I was able to obtain due to the free Julius event that we had, where you could pick one of 1,000 multis, I think it was, that you were able to choose. So the multi that I was able to get was Lotus with his skill page, which is very, very nice. If you haven't watched my previous videos, you'd think, yeah, well, but you summoned though. Well, I mean, yeah, that was my sort of thinking before, but you all in the comments let me know that, it'd be somewhat unfair for me to not be doing, these kinds of things where I'm heavily restricting myself. So over the past, couple months or so, I've actually just been doing all my free singles and obtaining and using all of the free stuff that I've been able to obtain during the game. So yeah, just keep that in mind when it comes to, how I get certain characters, because, again, yeah, I've been through already. But then with all the SR characters that I have a few level 100 ones. We have Yuno, Noelle, Magna, Finral, Teresa, Charmy, Luck, and Asta. Now, a lot of these SR characters are actually surprisingly useful. I'd say the only ones that aren't actually somewhat useful to me at the moment are characters like my Yuno, my Noelle, and my Magna at the moment. Although I did used to use Magna and Yuno a lot, hence why, their bond level is 14 and max. So, being 15 as well. So, yeah, that's also why, they're that. But, yeah, honestly, I know what, this SR Noelle would have been very useful if this Noelle didn't come out, because literally, like, I built this Noelle. Well, I say I built, not really, I wouldn't say I built, because she's not really built at all, but I'd say I leveled up this Noelle kind of like a few days before it was announced that this Noelle would be coming to the game, and as soon as I found out that she applied a shield as well, that is way better than this Noelle shield, I was a bit annoyed, I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, well, I've spent all these resources into this character just for me to not be able to use her anymore, which was, yeah, not ideal, but, the game is the game, I guess. But then SR characters that I'm actually using quite a bit are characters like Finral, Teresa, Charmy, Luck, and Asta. Asta and Luck, well, especially Luck, is really only used for gear farming, as well as Charmy and Teresa are as well, because having healers in your gear farming teams when, you're not that, incredibly strong yet is actually really, really helpful, and it really allows you to keep all your team alive. And also having characters like Teresa on your team as well, when I have characters like Leopold, also makes her, a pretty good support for, because obviously she applies burns and stuff as well, so she's also supporting, damage as well, which is really handy. And then Asta is probably the SR character that I've been using in practically every piece of content that I'm playing currently. Obviously, his CC isn't that great at all. I mean, honestly, I've been kind of slacking, to be honest, in this game, because, yeah, honestly, the game is just sometimes a bit difficult sometimes, but, it is what it is, but we keep pushing anyway. But, yeah, this Asta is great, because obviously, getting a good tank to start your game off with is, always really, really handy, because I think for a lot of, PvE content, of the really difficult PvE content, I think having, a really useful tank is definitely up there with one of, the most important things, because I feel like, a lot of characters can do enough damage, whereas there's not a lot of characters that can tank enough damage or, heal for enough damage as well. So, yeah, I think that's why, this Asta has been an absolute necessity for my account. And in terms of our characters, I've actually leveled up Seke, because he's also been very useful for gear farming, as just having a blue tank is really, really useful, because the only blue tank that I could have would have been Sol. And at the time of me, wanting to farm the red gear stage, I didn't actually have enough of these mage pieces, so I just opted out for leveling up my Seke, and yeah, he's been completely fine. Obviously, Sol is way, way, way better than Seke is, but Seke does a perfectly fine job. He's he's definitely fine. He's usable and can tank perfectly enough. So in terms of skill pages, these are all the skill pages that I've collected that are, I guess, non-character specific ones. I haven't really been bothering to dismantle many of these because I don't actually get many of them, so it takes a while for me to actually fill them up. So, I mean, I probably should be dismantling a lot of these SR ones so I could buy the SSR skill page ticket or whatever, but I don't know, I've just been kind of lazy with it, and I just don't really need any of it at the moment. But yeah, in terms of actual skill pages that I'm using currently, we have this book skill page, which is a just a flat damage increase skill page, that once at max level 6, it gives you a 12% damage increase. And then in terms of actual SSR ones, we're using this one, which you get for free, which gives a, normally it would give a 10% all attack increase, but I have it at level 2, so it's been able to get to a 12% all attack increase, and I've been trying literally every day to get more and more and more of these from, you know, like the, from the Mars boss fights that you can do, and yeah, I just haven't been very lucky, as you can see, but I mean, this is just how this game goes. All the rates for everything are awful, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, it is what it is. Then we have skill pages like this, which are really, really handy, as you know, it gives you, I believe it gives you CC immunity to like stuns and stuff. Really, really helpful. But it's only for your first turn. But giving it to someone like your tanks and stuff who are normally very slow, this is actually really, really helpful because then, you know, they can't actually get CC'd or absolutely destroyed by the time, you know, they can actually act for the first time. Then in terms of actual character-specific ones, I don't actually use many of them, if any of them. We have some decent ones, like, you know, we got Solids, we got Valtos for Valtos or whatever. We got some other decent ones, you know, Unos is okay, it's not too bad. We got Finrolls, Goshes isn't too bad. We got a maxed out Charmy one, that one's actually pretty good. We got character ones like Leopolds for my own Leopold. We got Sekes, which isn't too bad because it gives a, I believe it gives a max HP and defense increase, which is really, really handy. We got like Souls, that hers isn't too bad. But yeah, in terms of actual, you know, good ones, yeah, it's pretty much only the ones like Lotus and like Solids is also good, but yeah, I don't have anything too crazy. Then onto my actual gear that I've acquired, I haven't really been doing like I wouldn't say I've been doing a crazy amount of gear farming on my time on this account because, I don't know, I just don't really have enough time to actually like fully grind out this game. So this is kind of like this isn't like a crazy amount, as it kind of took me a while to actually be able to farm LR gear because, not gonna lie, I've been kind of lazy on this account and haven't really like been grinding it like too much. But yeah, this is all the LR gear that I've managed to acquire. Most of it with item drop food, because if you don't have item drop food, then yeah, it's practically impossible to get a single piece of LR gear, unfortunately. But again, it's just how the cookie crumbles, pretty much. So now on to all my world progress. Now, I'm not going to lie, I've been kind of slacking on this, because the more I played, the more I realized that all of the stuff that, well, not all of the stuff, but the most of the stuff you get from all of this stuff is kind of useless for me, because a lot of like the patrol stages and stuff like that, where you can get like, you know, summoning tickets and whatnot, it's just kind of useless. The only things that are useful are, you know, things like the skill or like the talent level up things, whatever you want to call them. But which I guess is probably why I should probably farm them. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been really lazy with stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of why I haven't really been doing anything like that. Okay, so there you have it. Those, I guess that is kind of it for everything, apart from the amount of summoning currency that I have. So I guess let's get straight into it. So in total, I have 344 summoning tickets acquired. Now, obviously, as you've seen from my world progress, I've done barely anything. So I have a lot of tickets still to obtain from all of those. And then finally, the black crystal number is 82,522 black crystals. So there you have it. That is my 100 days account. Let me know what you thought of in the comments below. To be honest, it's slightly underwhelming. It's not really at the point where I want it to be. I definitely need to grind it more. And to be honest, after recording this video, I probably am going to grind both of my accounts more. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.